Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Now it's the start of February and a lot of you probably haven't kept your resolutions, but anyway, we can do those throughout the year. Now my channel is all about helping entrepreneurs and helping anyone out there that wants to either change their lifestyle or start a business, and what I'm going to do is give some top tips for entrepreneurs this week. So an entrepreneur is actually a person who sets up a business or businesses and takes on the financial risks in the hope for profit. So that's where I was around 4.5 years ago, and today we are actually making a profit. When you search for the top tips for an entrepreneur on Google, you'll get about 4.3 million results. That's a lot of top tips and probably a lot of conflicting advice. So, you really don't have time to look through all of these things. So what I've done is I've compiled a list of my own top tips to keep you inspired. Now the first one is learning from your mistakes. We're all human and we're occasionally going to make mistakes. So it's important that when you do make a mistake, you take time to reflect and evaluate on what you could have done differently. The whole point of making a mistake is to learn from it. If you don't learn from them, you'll find yourself in the same position again. Now the second one is persistence. Persistence is always key in anything in life. Now a no doesn't mean necessarily it's a no forever. It means it's a no right now. Securing the right contracts and deals takes time, and planning with larger retailers takes a lot of effort. You have to keep trying, and giving up isn't an option. Sometimes for those 100 calls you make, you might only get through to one person, but that one person could be your shot at making it in the big time. Now, a lot of businesses are starting up in the UK at the moment, left, right and centre. But I want to remind people, don't just run a business for the sake of running it. Have an end goal. What do you want to get out of it? Do you want a lifestyle business where it supports the things you want to do, or do you want to really push for growth and end up selling your business to live the lifestyle that you want? Now, at the moment, in 2016, there were 5.5 million private sector businesses in the UK, and up to 97,000, or 2% since 2015. Now, remember, running a business is like a puppy. It's not just for Christmas. It requires hard work, late nights, early mornings, and persistence. Now, we've all been there when starting out, and for those of you who are actually just about to embark on this journey, I'm going to give you 4 of my top things that I would do when I was starting. Now, number 1 is know your market. Keep yourself up to date with what's going on in your industry or your sector. It can become very easy to become too focused and engrossed in your own business that you don't see what others are doing around you. You end up having tunnel vision, which won't help you and enable you to take a step back to view the bigger picture of where you actually want to go. Number 2 is always having a plan. Now you might not have a 1-month plan, let alone a 5-year plan. But writing lists of what you need to do is really helpful. I find that physically putting pen to paper and writing a list is much better than a typed list, because there's nothing more satisfying than being able to cross something out when it's done. I try and have to-do lists throughout the week, and having daily lists which help me break down the longer lists to be able to do things in manageable chunks. I also have long-term goals. Long-term goals is where you sit down with your whole team and you see where you want the business to go, so that everyone is on the same page. And this is what I'm going to talk about with you in one of my next videos. I'm going to be talking about the business canvas. It's something that we've actually just done as a team, and it helps you map out exactly where your business is and what new opportunities you have. And it can actually show you things you'd never have thought you were actually doing. Now, my third top tip is learning the value proposition of your business. Ask yourself and your team the questions like, why does my customer need my product? What extra value do I offer over competitors? Why are people choosing me? There's got to be a reason behind it. And if you don't have that reason, it's time to work more on your value proposition. Now, number 4 is my last one, which is building your audience. Everyone says this constantly. You have to build your audience. Now, you've done my previous steps, so you already know your market, you've found your customer avatar, and you know your value proposition. So building your audience is the next step. To do this, you will need to start compiling a list of key influencers in your market that you know will already be reaching out to your target market. So for example, with Creative Nature, my business, we reach out to nutritionists, nutrition bloggers, celebrities who are into fitness, and who have a good amount of following. Start with 100 to 300 to build your list as a base. And when reaching out to an influencer, it's very important that you reach out on a personal level. Remember, these influencers will be contacted a lot every single day, so you have to stand out and be different. You need to remember that these influencers need to love your product and your brand, but they also need to be incentivized. No one wants to do anything for free anymore. So doing a blogger affiliate program or offering them a reward for using your product and posting about it really works. The idea of this exercise is to leverage yourself off your chosen influencer's traffic, as this will enable your product and service to be seen by the target market that you need. Now, people always ask, how do you find the influencers? You can do this through Twitter, using relevant hashtags that relate to your product. A lot of social media managers are saying BuzzSumo is also an incredible tool to use, so it's definitely worth taking a look at that. I really hope that this has been helpful for you this week, and hopefully I'll be able to bring you more content. If you just leave a comment or anything via Twitter, Instagram, at Julianne Ponan, I'll be happy to address it, and look forward to seeing you tune in next week. Thank you.